guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over a story titled 6 Months In, the Holidays Are Going to Be Difficult. And guys, this story is all about a guy who finds out that his wife is cheating. And unlike a lot of guys in his situation, he handles this like a boss. And I don't give that award very often, but when the guys act that way, I definitely do. You're going to see he's married her for 5 years, together for 8, and they have a daughter together. And one day he finds out, obviously evidence that she's cheating, and not just cheating, but she's also cheating with a convicted felon. A guy is obviously out of the slammer, but still, that's what he is. As if taking the whole bad boy thing to a whole new level. And the second he finds out, he kicks her out like that, and goes through this whole process of immediate divorce and trying to get custody of the daughter. And also, I might add, you're going to see, after 1 week of him kicking her out, she gets pregnant with the felon's child. And it's a whole big mess, and he is going to the mattresses. It is war to make sure that he gets full custody of the child, all that. And like a lot of these situations, you're going to see how she responds once she sees that he means business. And I'm doing this one as an example, guys, of how you ever fall into this situation, whether it's a girlfriend or fiance or even wife. You can't act like a lot of these guys in these stories and bawl your eyes out and kiss her butt and hope things will be better. It doesn't work that way. It's over, okay? And when there are kids involved and she's involved with someone that's dangerous, that could put your child in harm's way, you have to go above and beyond the call of duty. It is no mercy. It is Cobra Kai, no mercy on her to protect your child. And it also shows just how flaky and careless, irresponsible, and overly emotional the gals can be. Again, bad boys, it's one thing, but bad boys to a whole new level when they're felons, right? So, gonna get started here. He says, this past April, I found out my wife was having an affair. We've been married for 5 years and together for 8. When I found the evidence on her phone, I promptly kicked her out of the house that very day. Good job, man. That same week, she ended up getting pregnant by her affair partner, who is, wait for it, a felon. We have a 5-year-old daughter together. My soon-to-be ex-wife was putting my kid around him. He has a 10-month-old, and she was using the excuse of having my kid around so the baby could have a playmate. I told her that she wants to have time with her kid, that it needs to be just her and my daughter, not them. There you go. 1 week after being kicked out, she's pregnant with that dude's baby. And of course, that guy has another child from another baby mama. Shocker there. And I'm willing to bet you this guy was a good husband to her, provided that everything they needed, but didn't matter. She needed that thrill from the felon. And it's either she really loves the dangerous guys, or she's one of these idiots that feels like they're damaged and they need a second chance. One of those types, the gals that write guys in prison, and they feel bad for the guys behind bars, even though they've done awful things. You know what I'm talking about here. Buddy of mine, he is a defense attorney. Deals with a lot of scumbags, but he believes in the Constitution, so it is what it is. And he has other friends that are defense attorneys, and he says they have an old joke that the longer a guy's criminal record is, the hotter the girlfriend he has, and it really is the truth. He says, well, both of them didn't want to listen to me. I filed for divorce and filed an injunction against her that said she cannot be around, my daughter cannot be around him. If she does, then she'd be committing a crime. It seemed to have worked. It also seemed to have caused a rift between them. Aw, what a shame. Enough to where she has asked her dad if she can move back in with him, since she has nowhere else to go where she felt safe. Other than that, I don't know any more details. I don't talk to her much, only if it involves talking about my kid, and even then, I try to keep it short. Good. That's all he needs to communicate with her about. But this guy absolutely should have complete full custody of that child. Absolutely. Again, and it sounds to me already, and I know what's going to happen here, that he lives in a state that obviously the courts are much more friendly towards the fathers. But then again, he has a lot of proof, the felon and all that. So thank the Lord for that. Could have been way worse. Her parents and I are on good terms. They understand that it was their daughter's fault and respect that I'm the one that needs to be in charge of my daughter's life. Damn right. I filed for full custody. My lawyer went ahead and threw in child support. My soon-to-be ex-wife got herself a lawyer, and they offered to settle this in mediation. The first proposed date would have been in December, I thought about it and decided to postpone it till after the holidays, and since all our birthdays are around this season as well. I get where he's coming from, but I also want to get it over with before anything else can come out of nowhere. And of course, you're going to see her try to get this guy to change his mind when she sees that he means business and her life has gone to hell in a handbasket here. Because what's she going to do? Rely on the felon boyfriend to provide the nice life that she's used to? Her due date is in January, and the next proposed date for mediation is April. So that means if everything goes settled in mediation, it would be a full year since all this started. If she doesn't agree to my terms in mediation, then I will go to court and it will get ugly. Good, bro. Again, go just like the Godfather. Go to the mattresses. Go to war. This is your daughter. Okay? She cannot be raised by that idiot getting involved with a freaking felon, ex-con. Are they always cons or ex-cons? Whatever you want to call it. I'm fighting for what's best for my daughter. A person like my soon-to-be ex-wife can't be trusted and responsible with my kid, based off her decisions as of late. You're damn right. This doesn't mean that I want to keep my daughter away. I'm willing to let her see our kid on a weekly basis, but the authority and decision-making for my child needs to be up to me now. The decision-making process needs to be forever. His flaky wife has proven that she cannot be trusted at all. And again, guys, now this is more the extreme case, but this is an example that shows you how idiotic it is to have the wives and the moms be the leader of the family. I mean, come on here. With the emotions and complete lack of responsibility and how careless some of these gals can be. Now, don't get me wrong. I've known women that are quite responsible, have their shit together, and interestingly, they're usually with weak guys that are looking for a mommy to tell them what to do. And I have no respect for those types of guys, but a lot of gals are, and even the gals that really appear to have their lives together and aren't so driven by their emotions as compared to others. They still can get fired up over the stupidest shit and make irrational decisions, while generally men, most of the time, are much more logic and common sense based. Now, don't get me wrong, get fucking boneheads out there, but yeah, I think you guys get my point. This is also difficult. I have to make one of the people that I love most in this world my enemy now. I am full of anger, deep sadness, a degree of jealousy for someone who could have been the woman I loved, and a level of confusion. Confusion in regards to how everything changed so quickly, and if what I'm doing is 100% right. What you're doing is 100% right, 110% right, because she ruined things, okay? Remember that. She's the one that made you the enemy, not the other way around. She's the one that cheated, and, of course, who she cheated with. And I'm sure this dude was a great husband and father and provider and all that. She didn't give a shit. If she was unhappy, talk to him, communicate, work on it. If not, then end the marriage. But don't go cheat on him and with this type of guy and putting the whole family in danger. I don't know what this felon did, but I'm sure it ain't good. About a month ago, she showed up to the house unannounced. Oh boy. She asked if we could talk, so I stepped outside and talked to her in the carport. I want to talk to her. There's nothing to talk about. She asked me for forgiveness, crying to me how she regrets everything. Not happening. Save your tears, honey. You did this. You made your own bed. Now you can lie in it. Saying that she regrets deciding to keep the baby. Telling me she misses everything about us and the family we had and our home. Tough shit, honey. It hurt to hear this, because deep down I miss all that too. He misses the past, not who she really is. He misses who he thought she was. I told her that it's not that simple. Just showing up and speaking those words. I said, I can't forgive you for just based off this. That the only way I would ever consider forgiving her would be for her to show it through her actions. And that I cannot tell her what those actions should be and needs to come from her heart and her mind. Well, I would have used that moment to say, you want forgiveness? Okay. You're going to give me an uncontested divorce, and I'm going to have full custody of the daughter, and this, and this, and then maybe I'll think about forgiving you. And then once all that's done deal, I'll be like, fuck you. Yet me forgiving her wouldn't mean I'm giving her a chance to reconcile. Thank the Lord. When I first read this, I was thinking, hope this guy doesn't cave. Or even a chance for us to be friends, which is what she asked. My forgiveness would only be that, forgiveness. She chose to betray everything that she had with us to be with this other person. She can't just backpedal. I told her she's not allowed in my life, and I don't want to be a part of hers. The most we could ever do is be co-parents. That's the price she paid for her decisions, among other things which will still unfold. Yeah, I mean, this guy can't go around hating his heart and all that, otherwise it's going to ruin him. I did a story a couple days ago about a guy who his wife was cheating with his so-called best friend and all that, and he hadn't seen her for 5 months, and then he ran into them and saw the guy, and just immediately his heart was full of rage and all over again, and he just wanted to kick his ass and all that, which he didn't. And I advised him, dude, you have to move on. You have to let it go, okay? You don't have to forget it. And you don't, but you can't go around with hatred in your heart. Otherwise, you're going to do something stupid and wind up behind bars. Same thing here. You can't let somebody else turn you into a monster and a soulless being and let it ruin you, okay? You can, in time, forgive, but not for her, but for yourself. I have to be this way because I gave everything I could to try to save the marriage. We were having issues, but I never cheated. I made other mistakes, but I worked to try to make things better for all of us. However, she's the one that made it the biggest mistake. And doing so, fully aware how wrong it was. It's not fair for me to allow her back into my life. It's not fair to my child to confuse her in that way. I'm going to push forward and make a better life for my kid and myself. There you go. That's all you can do. And yeah, he said they were having problems, but he tried. He didn't cheat on her, but she did him. And there you go. It's her fault. He says, I will be successful in my ventures and as the best revenge I can get. Amen. Success is the best revenge. I guess the main reason I want to rant is because the holidays and birthdays are coming up. It'll be the first time in 8 years that we will have to spend the holidays and birthdays in this way. It hurts, even more so because I told myself I wouldn't acknowledge those days to her. I don't feel like texting her Happy Thanksgiving or Happy Birthday or Merry Christmas. And honestly, I hope she doesn't text me either. On those holidays and on my birthday, I don't know if that's cold on my part or rightfully justified, but that's what I feel. Dude, you do not have to text her Happy Thanksgiving or Happy Birthday or Merry Christmas. She's out of your life. That's it, okay? And it's not cruel or mean to do that. It's done. She'll probably text you Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Boxing Day, whatever the hell it is. But that mean you have to. And honestly, if this guy did that out of a moment of weakness, that would just give her false hope and encourage her to try to make things work out again. So that'd be a big mistake. When you're done, you're done. The only time I'll be willing to work with her is our child's birthday, which is also coming up. That way my kid can have both parents on her special day. Even then, I'll most likely ask her dad to be the middleman in certain things. Well, that's mostly what I wanted to get out for now. Maybe after the holidays, I'll rant again to prepare myself mentally for the mediation. I want to thank this subreddit once again, though. On my most difficult days, I come here and find advice and motivation through other people's stories. Maybe one day, my complete story of surviving infidelity will help someone else. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing, not both on the stories people post on Reddit and look for other people's advice, or when people come on my channel and watch the videos. From everything people tell me, it really makes them feel better. They realize that they're not alone. They get a lot of support in the comment section and all that, and they see that other guys went through hell too and lived to tell the tale. Or they hear ongoing stories of guys that are struggling and getting through that. It really is helpful. And that's really good. But all I can say to this guy is like I say to everybody else, day by day. Take it day by day. That's all you can do. But don't take the giant B word back. Never. She made her bed, she can lie in it. And take care of your daughter. And yeah, of course, daughter's birthday. Try to make it as nice as can be. But what's cool is that he gets along, obviously, very well with her parents. And they can be the middleman in all this craziness. It ends up saying, I wish everyone a good holiday season. Let's be around those people that do love us. Let us enjoy the holiday magic even during these turbulent times. Take care and keep strong. Not that this guy will see it, but you handle this like a boss. I'm sorry it all happened to you, and I wish you the best. Day by day, that's all you can do. Get full custody and do not take her back. Don't listen to her BS. You need full custody, and then move on. Work on yourself, work on your career, make a great life for your daughter. But you're important too. You need to take care of yourself. That's all you can do, and you'll be all right. Now, to wrap this up, a few comments here because they're always fun. One guy says, you are doing everything right, even though it hurts so much. You can never reconcile and see that affair, baby. It'll be a constant reminder of her actions. Stay strong, hug your daughter extra hard during the holidays, and focus on the best future for her. Your ex put herself in this position and encased it in concrete. Because she's going to have a child with the affair partner, you will absolutely need permanent protections for your daughter since he's a felon. You need time to get her being healthy, healthy enough to be around your child alone. That's the greatest action she can show. That she set boundaries with the affair partner will need to figure out a schedule that avoids him interacting with your kid, as difficult as it may be. Protect your child at all costs. Yes, your daughter needs a mother, but a healthy mother. Right. Okay, a daughter needs her mom. But if the mom's a freaking wacko, and which this gal has proven to be with a little w, because believe me, there are far greater wackos out there, it'll have a negative effect on her. But I feel bad for the kid because she's caught up in all this shit. But it's better they divorce and have her stable father, her rock, her mountain, being there for her and keeping everything in order than them staying together and all the turmoil that will happen. And it would happen if he stayed with her. Now the guy says she chose the POSOM over you and your child, even letting herself get knocked up by him. So in reality, letting her back into your life comes with a lot of baggage, not the least of which is her baby daddy. So no, no, no. She made her damn bed, now she gets to sleep in it. She's contaminated now. Good luck with that one. The last one, this guy says, you're doing everything right. She didn't make a mistake. She made a decision to cheat and deserves all that is coming her way. Don't fall for the crocodile tears and begging. That's the classic fallback of the cheater's playbook. We all know that one, don't we, guys? Your daughter is your number one priority and nothing else. Let karma continue to work its magic on her. Amen. Karma definitely is working the magic. And I knew when I first read this story and how from the get-go he threw her out and she got pregnant with the Felon's baby, that it'd be only a matter of time before she showed up at his doorstep. I'm sure you guys saw that coming. Begging for a second chance, begging for forgiveness, the crocodile tears and all that. Oh, hell no. And the sad thing is he said, it shows he's human, that he wishes it never happened. He misses the old times, misses the old her. But clearly he missed the show she was putting up. This is the real her. And so I think if he understands that in time, he'll realize, okay, then it's a different situation. Anyway, guys, he handled like a boss. That's how it should be handled. Not one of these whiny crybabies that takes her back and listens to all her BS and have her do the same thing all over again and is miserable and the kids are miserable and all that. There's a point that just there's no going back. And when it comes to the cheating and affairs and all that, I've done probably 1,400 videos between both channels now, coming up in 3 years, and I've read triple that because I read far more stories than I actually publish. That's always the same thing. Always the same thing. The guy takes them back, it's even worse because they lose all respect. Okay? Woman doesn't respect you, she ain't going to love you, and it'll be even more turmoil and BS. So, alright guys, that was it for today. Be sure to comment down below, let me know what you think about this. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.